Ever since I was a young kid, back in the day of the original Game Boy, there has been one game franchise I have never missed a mainline entry. Yeah, that's right, Pokemon. Ever since the days of Red, Blue and Yellow, I've played through, loved and beaten every single generation that they have brought out. However, even after all these years, there is that one challenge I have never attempted, and I really don't know why. The Nuzlocke. Well, that is until now. Here, on my channel, for my first time ever, it is time I break that cycle and attempt the Nuzlocke. And of course, where better to start than Kanto? Since Nintendo has now ported Fire Red and Leaf Green over to the Switch, I can now attempt the notorious Nuzlocke challenge, starting with the very first Pokemon region, albeit an updated version of it. While most of you are probably familiar with the Nuzlocke rules, as you're here watching a video called My First Nuzlocke, let me go over the basics just in case you're not familiar. So the rules are this: I can only capture the first Pokemon I encounter on any route or town, unless the Pokemon species has already been caught previously. This includes anything that has already been beaten and already died. So basically, if I catch a Pokemon and I really enjoy using it and that Pokemon dies, nope, not coming back, never having another one. If I encounter a wild shiny Pokemon, however unlikely that's going to be, let's face it, we're playing full odds, I can capture it, but that's fine, even if it isn't a new species. Healing. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do on the healing. I don't want to go too hardcore. I was originally planning to do it where I could only heal in gym battles, but I think we're going to sort of play that by ear along the route, because I don't want to make it too easy, but I don't want to make it too difficult. Yeah? Okay. All Pokemon have to have a nickname, and as I've already recorded the first episode by the time I'm recording this intro, I have started going with an X-Men theme for the nicknames, so hey, you come up with any suggestions, drop them in the comments, that's fine. KO in a Pokemon battle means death. Pokemon is released. And of course, the one rule that is a little bit of a personal one. I have never, ever in my life finished a Pokemon game and beaten the Pokemon League without a Scyther in my party. So, basically, I'm going to be allowed to hunt one. And that's the only Pokemon I am choosing to have in my party, and I'm going to keep it there. If it dies, it dies, and it will not be replaced. But I am allowing myself to hunt a Scyther because, as we can see, he is my favourite. He is my little boy. I love Scyther. But yeah, that's it. That's the rules I've set in place for it. I don't imagine this is going to be a perfect flawless run, but I will do my best to finish it. And hopefully, let's achieve champion status. Let's do this. So welcome into my first ever Nuzlocke run. We are going through Fire Red, because if I'm going to do a first ever Nuzlocke, what better place to start than Kanto with Gen 1. So let's quickly get through all this, because let's face it, if you're here watching Nuzlocke who have all played Pokemon before, we don't need to go through all this. I am a boy. And of course, we are Joker. Because Invariantjoker won't fit. And this is where the senile old man kicks in, because he can't remember his grandkid's own name. And we'll stick with Gary. Something a little bit more satisfying about beating Gary Oak. God, I remember playing these as a kid. Well, I remember playing the original Red and Blue as a kid. Do we still have the free potion? We do still have the free potion. So that's one thing you don't get anymore on newer Pokemon games. Item storage in your PC, but then you don't need it anymore. Alright. Professor Oak was looking for me, but I remembered as well, you don't go to the lab. We just go out into the long grass. And he comes to get us. So now it's time to pick our starter Pokemon. And I don't know. I mean, Bulbasaur's always been my favourite of the three Kanto starters. Yeah, we'll go with Bulbasaur. It's always been my favourite. I've never really been a Charizard fan. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. And Blastoise... Blastoise is alright. But... Right, so... Bulbasaur's nickname... Well, that's, you know, that's it. This is a Nuzlocke. We have to nickname everything, and considering that's something I never do in general games, it could take a while, because I'm not used to nicknaming them. Alright then, Gary. Let's take you on. Alright, so Nuzlocke rules apply from when I can catch Pokemon. So if, God forbid, I faint before that, it's not going to be the end of the run. Start by lowering Charmander's attack power. Ooh, critical. I can afford one more tackle as long as he doesn't crit. And let's use my free potion. Oh, wrong. I'm used to the cursor sticking on the fight button. I hate when Pokemon have only got like 2 moves. Toad levels up. Nice start to the match. Can we use Professor Oak's machine to heal our Pokemon? No. So I'm sure that was like a healing machine later on. Right, okay. Now, can't catch any Pokemon yet, so... If I remember rightly, you give me a free potion as well. Yep. Our first wild battle. And a miss. Come on, Toad. Nice crit. Oh, and Leech Seed. That's going to be really useful. Constant source of healing. Alright, so yeah, once the Nuzlocke rules begin, once we've got our Pokedex, we will only be healing at Pokemon Centers and limiting the number of potions in gym battles to 2. 2 per gym battle, which, you know, I don't want to make it too hardcore, but I don't want to make it too easy either, and just be able to freely heal whenever I want, you know? Go and take Professor Oak's parcel to him. Well, judging by the encounters I've had so far, it looks like my first Nuzlocke encounter will be a Rattata. I would have preferred a Pidgey, if I'm honest, but seems like that's all that's spawning on this route at the moment. I do wish there was a way to speed through all this kind of dialogue and stuff. Just, let's face it, we've all played Kanto by now, we know how it goes. Right, so I've got a Pokédex. Five balls. Okay. So, let's start building the team. Oh, and I was lucky and I got the Pidgey I wanted. Beautiful. I mean, to be fair, it's pretty low level. I could probably get away with catching it in just a Pokeball. Oh, maybe not. Oh, crit. Well, there goes my encounter for this route. That doesn't help the situation, I will be honest. But we've got a couple more routes that we can get encounters from. Go down here and see if we can get an encounter down here. Alright, what do we get down here? Oh, we got a rat. The rat's high enough level, it outspeeds us now. Oh no, speed tie. Alright, let's get the rat. Well, that is our first team member, and not exactly the one I wanted, but... Right, so... Male Rattata. Nickname for him. You know what? We started off with Toad. Let's stick with the X-Men. And yeah, alright, I know he's not exactly as powerful as Beast, but who knows? Maybe Beast will end up being one of our MVPs if he can survive. We'll heal up, and then we're going to go back down to Route 1 and train Beast up a little bit. Put him through a few fights. Because, let's be honest, I don't really want to lose a teammate this early on. I'm good as long as I don't get crit too often. Which is why I'm training down here, where it's, yeah, going to take a little bit longer. But the only thing I have to worry about is critical hits. Well, Beast seems to be doing alright so far. If we can take him up one more battle, then we'll nip to the Pokemon Center and head on. Because I don't want to get him... I didn't want to get him to, like, stupid high level or anything like that. I just want to get him to level 6, so he's within 1 of Toad. There's level 6, so let's move on. I swear to God, I'm so used to newer Pokemon games. I'm sitting here trying to turn the camera with the other analog stick. So what we're going to do, we're going to nip into the Pokemart, and we'll buy our potion that we are allowed to use for Brock. Because I've got one already, so if I buy a second one, that's all we're allowed for Brock. And then the rest we will spend on Pokeballs. Oh yeah, the catching tutorial. I wish you could skip this. So unnecessary. Not really. Yeah, I don't really need the basics of being a Pokemon trainer, thank you very much. I've been playing these games for over 20 years. So, this is a new route, right? Yep, route 2. It's a new route. So, we get a new encounter. And now I get another chance at my Pidgey. Good. We got a Pidgey, so we will have a flyer later in game. As long as he survives, of course. And of course, if we're sticking with an X-Men theme, what else would we call the flyer? Now, here's really going to be the first challenge. So what are we getting in here? Weedle. Okay. I don't mind a Beedrill. So I'm going to get a bug type. Not going to be all that helpful coming up to Brock, but... And who can I name? You after. Well, let's stick to the originals. Why am I doing all capitals? An extra Pokeball. Not that I need one anytime soon, but... I'll be honest, I probably would have preferred a Caterpie to a Weedle, but... Caterpie's outspeeding us now. Oh, and he missed. Come on, you don't need to string shot us, you're already faster. Come Come on, beast. There we go. Ooh, a Pikachu. Of course he's got static. Full power, lovely. Oh, double full power. Triple full power. Right, I'll give him one more go and then I'm going to have to swap into Toad. Okay, so we can't use Beast. I'm hoping we can run into some Metapod or Kakuna so I can train up Angel and Jean Grey. God, Bulbasaur is so slow. Let's drop in a Leech Seed so we can get that little bit of extra chip damage. I swear the AI in these games. No. Nah, at least the Leech Seed will finish him off. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip back to the Poké Center to heal everybody up. Because there's quite a few trainers in this place, and I don't really fancy losing a team member as soon as I've caught them. And let's see. Let's get Angel leveled up a little bit. I mean, as long as we don't run into Pikachus in the forest, we should be okay. Well. Oh. One move. Great. I was hoping I'd at least have Gust. Yeah, you keep using String Shot. Let me get some free XP. Oh, I've got another potion. That's a nice miss. And here we go with lowering my speed again. Anyway, if he keeps lowering my speed. Oh, nice crit. Go, Angel. See, I seem to remember running into way more Metapods and Kakunas in the earlier games, in Red and Blue. Oh, come on, Angel. Level 5. And we got Sand Attack. Well, that could be helpful. Ooh. I do not want to get poisoned. Okay, that's okay. Because I'm not sure in this gen whether poison affects you outside of battle. I know it did in the originals. Right, so we're going to swap out Angel, put Toad in for our first trainer battle. So bug catcher, Rick, what you got? You got a Weedle. Get the leech seed up. There's one down. We'll stick with Toad. Again, we'll get the leech seed up. What is it with everything trying to lower my speed in this place? Really? Could have just finished it off. I need a grass type move before I get into Fight Brock. But then I should have plenty of time to level up before then. Things are starting to be a 2-hit KO around here now, which is not bad. I ran towards you. Why am I? What makes you think I'm running away? You have 3 Pokemon, okay. Ooh, level 7s. Right, let's get the Leech Seed up. Nice miss. Lowers the speed, but at least it gets us back up to full health. Level 10. And we got our grass type move. Brilliant. Yeah, let's give Beast a go. Although there is a chance of him getting poisoned. You keep lowering my speed, that way you don't poison me. Ah, I knew it was going to happen eventually. And we learn Quick Attack, nice. Kakuna. Yes, let's change Pokemon. And let's send out Gene, because Kakuna shouldn't be able to do anything but harden. Like, I know it's going to take a long time to beat this, but it's free XP. I mean, we're going to have to literally chip it down one at a time. But you never know, we could get a crit. Not that a crit will do much, but you know. At least it'll avoid all the defense raises. Of course, we know my luck. I'm not getting any crits. And of course, being a poison type, he can't be poisoned. I should have left Toad and done a Leech Seed. At least it would have got a bit quicker. In fact, I might do that. I might swap into... Let's swap into Toad and just set up a Leech Seed. I know it's going to eat into the XP that Gene will get, but at least it'll get the battle over with a little bit quicker. I mean, the Leech Seed's doing more damage than the Poison Sting, so... Reminds me of the anime with the Metapod v Metapod fight. I mean, I should at least get one level out of this. Yeah, man, one level out of that, that's not bad. Who's my lead Pokemon at the moment? Toad, okay. Alright, listen. Oh, it does, so I'm going to have to go back to the Pokemon Center. At least I don't think I have an antidote. Do I have an antidote? No, I don't. Right. I am not counting fainting outside a battle. Because, no. That wasn't something I'd thought about because with recent games, you know, your poison doesn't deal damage outside a battle. So I'm not going to count that one as a death, but going forwards, I will do. I will count it because now I know it's a thing. So I will stock up on a couple of antidotes just in case. So I will allow myself to carry 3 antidotes, maximum. If they run out, and my Pokemon dies, my Pokemon dies. But, you know, this is my first Nuzlocke. I'm kind of experimenting a little bit, and kind of making the rules up as I go along, let's be honest. Although what I might do is say I can only use antidotes with trainer-inflicted poison. I need to level someone else up other than Toad, because I think he's at a reasonable level now where he can do some damage to Brock. And let's face it, because I didn't get a Mankey on that route, Toad is going to be carrying us through the Brock fight. So let's try and get Angel leveled up a little bit. See if we can get Gust, and then we can start getting some super effective damage around here, which will make things a little bit easier. Although I think if we come across any Weedles, I will be using Toad, because he can't be poisoned. You are having a laugh. Oh, nice crit. 3-hit KO. Yeah, crit when I don't need it. Nothing up here, is it? Oh, there's another trainer. It's alright. Lots of speed control in this forest. Let's lower his accuracy a bit so he can't do so much damage. Hopefully get a few more misses. Yeah, the string shot's the one that misses, of course it is. Nah, we'll stick with Angel. Start with a sand attack, lower his accuracy a little bit. Not that this accuracy drop seems to have done anything at all. Maybe I need a second one. Fortunately, he's not doing any damage. Double sand attack for the win. Level 9 Angel. And finally we got Ghost. Alright, so... we're still nearly half health, we're all good. Right, let's see, do we one-hit KO these things with Ghost? Yeah. I thought we would. Oh, is this the guy that's got Metapod and Kakuna? Okay. So, we'll use Angel to take out the Metapod. Oh, so we've got Cat up here as well. Okay. We'll keep with Angel then. Yes, we'll swap because we can get some nice XP with Jean Grey. But of course, because it's going to take a long time, we'll set up the leech seed. And then we'll switch it into Jean. And, in fairness, Metapod can be poisoned. Which would be very handy, to be honest, because it would get it down even quicker. Although it doesn't look like the luck is on our side with the poison. But this is much quicker than the Kakuna fight, that's for sure. I really should start training B stuff again soon. Now that Angel's at level 10. Found another potion. Alright, let's swap into Beast and get him leveled up a little bit. Oh, really? I ain't no rush, mate. I'll stop and fight you. Ooh, you've only got one Pokemon. And it's a Weedle. I do outspeed, okay. I did outspeed. But I still have priority, so I can still outspeed. And no poison. Oh, I was hoping I'd get at least a level out of that. But at least this Weedle should level me up. Nice crit. Well, we've made it to Pewter City. And this is still Route 2, so no new encounter. Right. Let's swap into Toad. And let's see if we can take Brock out. Unfortunately, there's a couple of... oh, there's only one trainer along the way. Okay, I thought there was two. Yeah, we're not going to struggle in here. Oh, accuracy drop, not helpful. And again with the accuracy drop. Nah. Never mind. That's a lot of XP. Well, here goes nothing. Actually, I remember it doesn't even give you something. Oh. Just give you advice. Yeah. Oh no, I know. Right. Come on then, Brocky. Level 12 Geodude against level 12 Toad. I mean, we knew this was going to be a Toad carry, but... Right, first of all, because Onyx's defense is so high, let's get the Leech Seed up as well to help out. Oh. I really wasn't expecting to one-hit KO Onyx. Yeah, what TM have we got? Rock 2. Okay. Now, can any of my Pokemon learn Rock 2? No. None of my Pokemon can learn it. Okay. Well, that was the first badge, easy enough. I didn't really expect any major problems, but... nice to get 2 effectively one-hit KOs. And now we are on to the next route. I think my plan for part 1 is to get through Mount Moon. Oh, the running shoes. I wonder when I got them. And we are on a new route, so that does mean a new encounter. If there's anywhere to encounter Pokemon around here. Get the Leech Seed up. Because we are facing super effective damage here. How much does Vine Whip actually do? Not a lot. Got Tackle. Apparently I missed Tackle, okay. Ooh, Gust, how much is that going to do to me? Ah! Less than I thought. And another Pidgey. Let's swap into Beast and see if we can get him leveled up a little bit. Yeah, we'll be okay. quick attack does a little bit more damage. Oh, nice crit. No, nowhere to encounter Pokemon down there. Right, let's do some switch training, I think. Because I would like to evolve Gene. Yeah, you saw me in Viridian Forest. That means I beat you before? Ooh, you're level 10. Yeah, we're not... definitely not fighting that with Gene. But, you know, bit of switch training, get a bit of XP on for Gene. Nice miss. Finish it off with a tackle. Switch Gene back in. And swap out for Toad. Oh, yeah, I probably could have swapped out for Pidgey, to be fair, and dealt with it quicker, but at least I'm protected from poison. With Toad, get the Leech Seed up. Ooh, no, tackle would have been a much better option. Nicely. The Leech Seed recovers just as much as he actually does in damage. And that Leech Seed should finish him off. Oh, he survived. I can't believe he survived that last Leech Seed. And we'll swap in to get Gene back in. Beast is a little bit low. I would have liked to have got a bit more XP for Beast, but he's a little bit low on health to risk it right now. I don't like shorts. I don't ever wear shorts. What have you got? A Ratata. Right, so we'll swap in to Toad. Oh, a crit. Oh, he outspeeds me as well. One potion per fight. I will allow myself. Ekans. Okay. I don't really have a hard counter for Ekans, so what we'll do, swap Gene in. He can take the Intimidate. And then we'll shift in Angel. That wrap, that's okay, that's not going to take... I know it's going to be little bits of chip damage, but... Thank God. I was worried about... Oh, and he was freed from the wrap as well. That was good. So Angel survives. And our first evolution. Now, actually, no. Let's stick with the switch training. Four Pokemon, so there will be lower level. Level 9. No, I'm gonna... I'm not gonna risk the Weedle. He's a little bit low level yet to be fighting on his own. So let's get the Leech Seed up so we can start getting Toad some health back. He is doing more damage than my Leech Seed is healing, which is not great, but... But we get the crit, so... Yep, let's swap into Angel. So really hoping for an Oko. Yes. We've got Kakuna. Kakuna v Kakuna. Oh, this is going to be long. Oh, what a crit. Yeah, we're not... No. I am not sitting there for that whole thing. I'll have to switch training. If the other one's a Metapod, then we can do that, but... At least... Ooh. Even the super effective damage does nothing with this Harden. Two level ups. Right, let's get Kakuna out. At least Metapod can be poisoned. I mean, chances aren't great, but... At least I think Metapod can be poisoned. It should be able to be. He's not a poison type. Although I know Poison Sting has a very low chance of poisoning, but... There we go. Oh, shed skin. Of all the times, it needs to have shed skin, really. I needed that. I needed that poison. Right, so what I am going to do is quickly run back to the Pokemon Center and heal up after that fight, because we are looking really low on health. Oh, no, that's the Pokemon. What am I don't want to go to the Pokemon. Let's go to the Pokemon Center, heal up. And we'll take on a couple more trainers. Let's see if Jean can do this on her own. I mean, -2. It's okay. That's alright. Right, so what did we take? We took 15. Right, we can't take another one. Nidoran. Don't really have a hard counter for that. So let's switch trade Jean a bit more. Right, we can't poison her, so there's no point trying. Let's try and get some XP for Beast. Stop growling at me. I've only got physical attacks. Oh, it's got poison point. Okay, I can't take another hit from Nidoran. So let's swap out. I don't think Gust makes contact, so it can't poison point me. Right, it's antidote. You know what? I can't keep running back to Pokemon Centers all the time. So, we're going to allow healing. But, I'm going to limit myself to 5 potions in stock at any time. Well, hopefully it's not a very good Pokemon, mate. Nah, you're a bug catcher. Could this be Jean's first win against a Pokemon that can actually damage her? Crit doesn't help. Oh, that crit helped. I can't believe all these poison stings and not one have actually poisoned this Caterpie. No, we'll stick in with Metapod. That'll get me a Beedrill. Hopefully this Metapod doesn't have shed skin. If it ever gets poisoned anyway. Well, let's find out. Of course it's got shed skin. I thought Metapod might have a second ability. I don't know. Oh, the shed skin didn't work. And a nice crit to finish it off. And that's give me enough XP to get to level 10, which I believe is Beedrill. And there it is, our first fully evolved Pokemon. And our next encounter. What do we get? A Spearow. I mean, to be fair, but that also limits me now to X-Men nicknames. It's a male. I mean, I know it's a stretch, but Banshee flies, right? Oop, might have to spell it right. Yeah, we're not fighting with you, Eugene. Right. Now, I know the original plan was to get through Mount Moon before the end, but considering I need to get ready for work and stuff, and that route took me a little bit longer than I thought, what I'm actually going to do is heal up here and leave part 1 here. Yeah. Because unfortunately I still have a full-time job. I can't be doing this full-time. But yeah, if you've enjoyed today, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and of course, you know, tell me your experiences about your first Nuzlocks, if you've ever done one, or first time you failed at one, or I don't know, anything you like. You know, what are your favourite Pokemon? What are you hoping to see in this run? Well, as always, take it easy, stay weird, and let your freak flag fly.